Does Jeff know? What line is that from? I'll give you another one from the same movie. A tomato doesn't have logic. A tomato can't move. That's what I said. So if he can't move, how's he going to sit down, George? Oh, God. If you get it, you get a prize. And that prize is a piece of bazooka bubblegum from the 70s. Hi, I am Paul Bartholomew. This is I Want to Hold Your Band. And today's guest is singer-songwriter Inara George. And I was absolutely delighted and honored, and pick your superlatives, charmed, tickled, any of those, to have Inara on the show, because I first came into her music in 2005 with her album All Rise. I think I heard it through KCRW, and I just became such a big fan of her stuff. She is, in her own right, an incredible musician, an incredible songwriter. And on top of that, which we talk about, she comes from this really interesting musical past, which is her dad, Lowell George, was part of the band Little Feat. And we talk some about that, and it's really fascinating. She was around some really cool people. Her godfather is Jackson Browne. How cool is that? But she was such a delight to talk to. She knows so much music. It was a little intimidating. And she's just fun and interesting and soulful and subtly cheeky. And I just really enjoyed our conversation and getting to know her a little bit. We talk Violent Femmes, Prince, Rickie Lee Jones, X, The Meters, The Breeders. Yeahs. I have to slow down when I say that. Judee Sills, just so much music. I hope you enjoy it. Remember that all the songs we talk about in the episode are in the episode description, so you can click them and vibe along with us. So without further ado, I give you the very talented Inara George. The first question I always start with is the first piece of music you remember coming into your life.
It's hard because my dad was a musician, but...
So for the listener, your dad was a musician in the band Little Feat?
Little Feat, yes. He passed away when I was almost 5. So I'm sure the music that early music that I was introduced to is probably his music. But I'm trying to think of, like, I had a record player in my room, and I used to play albums. I remember my parents played records a lot. Like Rickie Lee Jones' first record was huge for me as a kid. But then I also liked, like, Marilyn Monroe. I was, like, obsessed with Marilyn Monroe singing. The Grease album was huge for me. But then I had a Marilyn Monroe, like, greatest hits. So it was, like, Just Two Little Girls from Little Rock, like that song, and, like, Bye Bye Baby and Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. Like, those songs were huge, and I knew every single word and inflection, the whole thing.
How did you come by those? Do you remember?
I loved old musical movies. I've never been a huge fan of, like, play musicals, but the movies where they would sing smooth like that. Like, it wasn't, I think that's the difference between a musical is, like, because you have to sing it out so much, it loses that sort of sensitivity. Like, you have, like, a Gene Kelly or a Marilyn Monroe or even Judy Garland in the movies was much more contained.
Right.
So I liked that type of singing as a kid. And then now as an old adult, like, I appreciate the skill that it takes to project. Although even now you don't have to do that like you used to, because there's all the mics and stuff.
Yeah. And was that the Marilyn Monroe, was it record?
It was a record. I think it was, like, her face on the record. I don't remember what it looked like, but I do remember. And it was just collections of her songs from all the different movies that she did. And I loved the way she sang. Because she has this, it was like a speaking, but a beautiful sounding voice. And, like, the little trills and the sexy sound of her voice. I don't know.
So you had those, and you'd listen to them in your room?
Yes, but I mean, I had that. But then there's a really great, like, Sesame Street. It's like a music, I can't remember. They tell all these fairy tales. Like, each character tells a different fairy tale, and there's songs. There's this song about, like, this dragon. But I listened to that a lot. And then as I got into music, I had 3 older brothers. I had cousins that lived with me. So I was being introduced to a lot of other music in the 80s, right? So I was born in 74. Like when I really started to become conscious about music, then it was like, Duran Duran and Billy Idol and the Violent Femmes actually stayed, that was later, but the Violent Femmes stayed at my house right before their album hit. They were playing the Roxy. And so I was totally into that record. Because
How did that come to be?
The little girl on the cover was my mom's business partner's daughter.
Was your mom's business partner's daughter? Okay.
Yeah, so Billy Joe was on the cover of that first record, the famous record. And so they stayed at our house. I was 10 then, but I was very into that. That
Must
record
be kind
was
of
huge.
like the band that they were. Was it kind of intimidating? Were they kind of?
I mean, I was 10, so
Right.
I was just. I mean, and also I'd been around musicians a lot.
Right.
Growing
You've
up.
been on tour buses, and I mean, come
You
on.
go backstage. Right? You always leave early. My mom would always leave early before the crowds would leave.
What was?
My kids are always like, "No, Mom, we can't leave." I'm like, we have to leave before it gets crazy."
Do you have memories of music of them playing on the bus or anything, or?
No, I mean I was so little.
You were so small, yeah.
I was so little. And my dad died, and then I wasn't really on tour buses after that. Yeah. I mean, my godfather is Jackson Browne. So I would spend...
Your godfather is Jackson Browne?
Yeah, so I would see him. I mean, I'd go to his concerts. I don't know if I've ever was on a tour bus with him. But,
wow.
But I had, peripherally, I was sort of still in the music world, but not at all after my dad died.
Must have been horrible.
I mean, as a small person, it's a different. My friend explained it really well. When you lose a parent at an older age, it's like you're mourning what you had, and when you lose it when you're little, you're just mourning what you could have had. So you're it's like you're looking forward, thinking about what your life was like with. It's hard to explain, but it's like it stretches ahead of you in a way where I think when you lose a parent older, it stretches behind you, like that, the pain of it. So more, it's just the absence of. That's more of where the mourning comes from. Really.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you remember your mom playing music? Do you remember all those records?
Yeah. I mean, I remember my dad's record. I actually stayed with me quite a bit. I listened to that a lot. And he has Little Feat, which I'm very familiar with, but then he had a solo record that he made. He was promoting when he died. And it's called Thinks I'll Eat It Here, and it's a great record. And it's very theatrical in comparison to Little Feat. It's just more, it does harken back to me, more like musicals that I loved. So there's something playful in the songs. There's the turn of phrase, and he does cover Rickie Lee Jones' song Easy Money, which is on her first record. So there was a tie-in for me because it's Little Feat is more soulful, kind of bluesy, and his solo record is more it's just different. But I really, as a kid, it really spoke to me.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so I listened to that a lot too.
So your brothers, you had 3 brothers?
I had 3 brothers.
And they lived, they lived there? You all lived?
We were all, I have a very weird family, or weird, I don't know.
Not typical.
Not typical.
Yeah.
I have 3 brothers. We all have different combinations of parents. So my mom had a marriage and had a son. My dad had a kid out of wedlock and then a kid in wedlock. Okay. And then my dad and mom got together and had me. So I'm related to everybody, but no one is related to. But then my brother's dad married my other brother's mother's sister.
Wow.
So they're cousins. They're
Okay.
step cousins and they're step brothers. So it's a lot of information.
Wait, so you were the baby?
I was the baby. And we
And the only girl?
I was the only girl, only baby, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So they introduced a lot of music to me.
What do you remember some of the highlights that they introduced to you?
I mean, I was really into Duran Duran because that was my cousin who also lived with us. She was really into Duran Duran. But then I think, and what I put on one of my favorite artists is Prince. Because I felt like that was the one that I got to choose. I went to see Purple Rain when I was 10, because it was 1984. I was 10 years old. We went to the Forum. I saw the Purple Rain tour. That was the first concert that I ever decided I wanted to go to. Because all the other concerts I'd been to was just because of, my family friends and stuff.
And you were 10?
I was 10, yeah.
Let's jump into Prince, because that's the first person I had on my list to ask you about.
Prince, I would say, I feel like if someone's a favorite artist, it's like you are intimately knowledgeable about more than 2 albums. To me,
Yeah.
right? Like you don't have to know all of it. I definitely don't know all of Prince's records. Like I kind of lost interest when I was in my teen years, but like the records that kind of like are in your DNA.
Yeah.
Like I have a couple of his that are like that for me. So he continued to be a person that I loved.
Do you remember who kind of brought him into your life, or he was just, you heard him on the radio and then you're like, oh.
I just think everybody knew who
he was everywhere.
He was everywhere. I mean, it was huge.
Yeah.
It was like...
And it's different because the channels of music that you heard, I mean, it's so amazing how you can, I mean, I could argue though it's too much, but it's not, it's also great, the democratization of the distribution of music, but everybody kind of knew more of the artist because there weren't as many outlets in which to hear music.
Yeah.
And so
if there was anything, it was sort of nice that everybody was pulling from the same, store, I guess,
Yeah.
of music.
Yeah.
And now what's amazing is that you can go so deep in different directions, but it is a little, I don't know if it's schizophrenic, but it's just, it feels like it's so overwhelming sometimes. I'm just like, I don't want to know. There's too much music to know.
Okay, so tell me about though. I know some of his albums, but I don't know. I know the stuff that everyone knew, but I don't know Around the World in a Day. It's got Raspberry Beret.
It does. Yeah. And it's the one that's right after Purple Rain. I remember I bought it. My brother wanted to borrow it. I was like, no, this is my record. I bought it with my own money.
You bought it
because everybody loved Purple Rain. And to me, I love Purple Rain too. But it was like this, it's like if you are really a fan, you keep going. And so I just loved this record. And I found it to be more experimental. I mean, there is a song on there that I think is actually, maybe I should have put it on one of the best songs because I loved it so much. I love it so much. But it's so hard to pick. Like the best songs or my favorite songs.
It's literally virtually impossible, especially when you're someone who's so entrenched in music as you are. It's just it's not, But that album was a big album for you. I mean, you loved Purple Rain, but that one.
I love both of them, but I feel like that one there was something kind of, I don't know, like more. It went a little deeper in some ways for me. And there's a song called "Condition of the Heart" on there that is so beautiful.
Can we listen to it?
Yeah, there's an intro, so it's kind of like you kind of have to get to the song.
Okay.
So
let's do it.
Yeah, but the intro is pretty long, so I would sneak it.
Okay, so I'm going to play "Condition of the Heart" by Prince from his album "Around the World in a Day," and it's from 1985. So here we go. It's so good how it comes. But you need that kind of like
you need to build
up so that you kind of release into that.
I mean, the intro, I think you could just start right from the beginning and go, just like I did when I was 11. But I think as an older person, the appreciation of like just getting person in the mood for a song and having the patience for a almost 7-minute song. But I think that song is like a perfect song. He is a genius in the pop realm to me because it's that song where it doesn't feel like it's so accessible and yet so uniquely him. And that also it can go on any other person. Like anyone could sing that song and make it a hit,
Right.
I mean, not that song is a hit, but it wasn't a hit. But you think of like all the different people he wrote for, all those beautiful songs. You're like, nothing compares to you.
Right.
And the song is so good that there's no tricks to the songwriting.
Right.
It's not like the production is doing something that boosts the song.
Rickie Lee Jones, talk about her. So that was, and you have Pirates, that which through this came to me. I first started hearing it, and I'm.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's interesting. Her book, she has a book that she wrote about her life. And it's interesting to hear her talk about, like, the writing of the music for that first album and then the second, because The Pirates, I think, is her second record, I'm pretty sure.
1981, so.
That makes sense, because my dad died in 79, and her first record had just come out, and she was on the cover of Rolling Stones, and then my dad's, there was an article about my dad dying in that same Rolling Stone. So it all happened kind of at the same time. And he had sort of been helping her. In her book, she has like something she says about him that I don't think is actually accurate, because I can't imagine like that he wanted to like take her publishing or something. But my dad was so protective of publishing. I can't imagine. But he probably is doing a lot of drugs. So
Right.
I don't know what the story is.
Right.
But but her records also have this like, that first one has this like playfulness. So it was a really great record for a kid because they're just like fun, even though she's talking about drugs and everything. But then Pirates, in her book, she talks about the making of the record, and she was kind of deeper into drug use, and they were making this record, but there's something about the feeling of that record, the songs. It's a record that I enjoy more as an adult.
Yeah.
But as a kid, it was not something I didn't connect with it. But then as I got older, there's something about the songs that are very deep, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you listen to your music now? Do you listen?
I don't listen to music that much anymore. Isn't that
You
weird?
don't?
Mm-mm. I do with my kids, and I'll throw stuff on. I don't know why.
When you're driving, you don't listen?
I listen to like lots of podcasts. I know that it probably sounds terrible. Sometimes I do.
Though. I don't know. That actually makes sense though.
It
Sometimes
takes more like mental energy for me to listen to music than it does for a podcast.
Right.
I don't know. It's like podcasts are telling me what to think. But I do listen to my kids' music. And I think maybe that's what happened too, is like I used to listen to music, and then my kids, when they were little, I don't know if you had this, they'd be like, turn that off, you know? So I just got out of the practice of listening to music because they had such distinct ideas of what they wanted to hear. Right. And sometimes it was like really bad, which like my son, when he was little, I like to move it. That was like... And so I just kind of got like numb to music in a way. And so I'm trying to get back into it. Jack Black does this thing, have you heard, where he said he was listening to too many podcasts. So he started doing a thing where he'd pick an artist and just listen to everything they ever did from beginning to present.
That's a great idea.
So I think I'm on that tip soon. I don't like to listen to music with earbuds. I don't think it sounds very good.
Yeah.
So it would have to be in the car. I like to listen to music in the car. It sounds good.
Okay.
But then I listen to, when I'm like cooking, I'll put on vinyl.
You'll do vinyl.
Yeah. But I don't do that always because sometimes I just want to like put on a stupid movie while I cook. I will watch the dumbest movie when I'm cooking so that I don't have to like pay attention.
Give me an example of a dumb movie you'll watch right now.
Like anything rom-com. Like my daughter and I love rom-coms. So I'll whatever's on, like just whatever's on, because I can't. The TV is just like a TV. It doesn't.
Okay.
You can't like record anything or so.
Oh, it's just like cable or.
Yeah, it's cable. So it's like whatever's on HBO. Usually it's a movie that I'll have seen like 27 dresses. I'm like, give it to me. I want that. I want, what was on the other day that I can't remember, but just like really dumb stuff. Or The Godfather, which was on the other day, and I was watching that in the middle. I just picked it up in the middle. And
there's something, again, goes back to like, not, yelling at clouds and get off my lawn. And, there's nice about that because there's a relief from all the choices. There's so many choices. I think even now, like with music with you, is like, where do I fucking start? Yeah. I don't know. Like that's what I think I didn't like. That was so exciting about records. And, and I like when I've been going in the car late in CDs, and I have a little CD holder, and I'll go and I'll grab a bunch of them, and I'll put them into the thing, and I'll put them in the car, and then I'll just grab it and I'll put it in, and I will just play the tracks from that one.
See, that's
and
so great.
like
yeah, I don't have a CD player in my car.
Oh, most don't. Yeah. I just mine does for some reason.
Yeah, I think that is there, and that's why it's fun with my kids, because now they're just like they play what they want to play, and they've got good taste. And they're not playing I Like to Move It anymore, which was rough. But I think it did like make me very tolerant for any kind of music. I was like, I can listen to this, I can listen to anything.
Right.
So, and now my kids really, they want to hear, both my sons are huge Tyler the Creator fans, and I kind of think he's the coolest thing happening, in my opinion.
I got to go down that.
It's eccentric. It's eccentric pop music, which I think this is like kind of my jam. Like the Prince, Around the World in a Day. It's like it's eccentric. It's not just straight ahead. He's taking chances, and he's trying new things, and he's not He's not just doing the same record over and over again. So.
Right. Okay. So well then let's keep going. I literally for you, I have all these that I put together, and then it was so hard. I have a standby list. It was you have so much music that I'm interested in knowing about that I don't know at all. So how about I do it like this?
Okay.
I'm going to give you.
We could do like a fast.
Yeah, let's do kind of like we'll do it, and you give me the highlights of it. And okay, one of your favorite songs, "Los Angeles" by X.
Oh, X,
from
yeah.
1980. I don't know, never heard of him. Don't know it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool band. Really cool band. Never really hit it big, but like underground. If you're from LA from a certain time period, you know about X. And X, it was Exene Cervenka and John Doe, and I don't remember the other names. Terrible, but
That's not terrible.
They had these really cool, like they'd sing these songs together, really cool intervals, really interesting pop music, eccentric pop music. Great song about Los Angeles, and you should listen to them because they're very cool. And they still kind of play it now, but not as much. And Exene used to be married to the guy that was in The Hobbit and what's the other guy? Those movies.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking
not
about.
Viggo Mortensen?
Yeah.
Yeah, Viggo
She was married to
Mortensen.
Viggo Mortensen. She's a cool lady.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And they wrote these amazing songs. And also John Doe wrote with this other guy, wrote this great book, also like kind of like Please Kill Me. It's a like interview style book about LA punk scene. So you have New York punk scene is Please Kill Me, LA punk scene is, and I can't remember what the name of the book is, but it's great to listen to because all the different people from the time period read their bits. So you have Exene, you have John Doe, you have the Go-Go's, it's like a very cool.
I'm so envious of how much you read, or do you just read music biographies?
No, I read a lot.
I hate that. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. I hate that. I'm just not a reader, and I want to be.
But listen
to
to
Yeah, I
it.
tried listening,
You
and
don't
I
like
just.
it. This book you'll love to
Okay,
listen to.
that one I can. Like
Yeah.
there's certain ones I can lock
They
into.
won a Grammy for it because it was such a great,
oh, really?
listenable. Yeah.
Okay. I'll
Sorry,
I'll go-
that was long, but
No. I mean, what are you going to do? And by the way, so when you were growing up in LA? I mean, is that how you got involved in music? Were you part of did you get being in Topanga? I mean, did you go in and get hooked into the music scene?
I mean, your friends played in bands and stuff. I was interested in theater. I went to school for theater.
You did?
I went to Emerson College. But then between my freshman and sophomore year, I came home and I got into a band, like totally on a fluke. I never wanted to do it because I didn't want to do what my dad, I think it was like there was an expectation because I could sing, but I was like, I don't want to do that. So I went to theater, I came back, I got into a band, I started dating the bass player. I went back to school for one semester, came home, and then we got signed. And that was my first band. And then, the rest is history.
The rest is history. But you didn't necessarily like that punk scene or...
No,
or-
I think I was too young
Yeah.
for the X. When X was big, I was a little young.
Yeah, you were 74, so you were 6. I mean,
Yeah.
this album is from 1980, so yeah. Okay, we're jumping.
Okay.
Never heard of The Meters. 1969. It's one of your favorite albums.
Well, it's instrumental. The Meters is the Neville Brothers. Aaron Neville. You know Aaron Neville?
Of course I do.
Yeah, I don't think he's in the Meters because he sings more. He's not a player, but they're the brothers. And they
Were they all Louisiana based or like New Orleans based? The Neville Neville
yeah,
family.
I think it's all New Orleans. Yeah, and they are very cool. It's cool funk, like kind of. If you ask anybody who's interested in that kind of music, they'll know this album. And it's a great album. Like put it on to clean your house or for a party or whatever. There's no vocals. It's just all instrumental funk music.
Did you come to it later? Or did you come to it early?
I did come to it later. I remember my friends, but my dad had relationships with these people too. So I think it was like in our collection of albums, but I don't think I really like got into it until I was in, like early high school.
Last Splash by the Breeders. That album.
It's a great album.
Don't know it.
You don't know the
Breeders?
Breeders?
No.
That's great
I know,
though.
you're like, who are you? What is wrong with you?
I mean, you've been in this
Are you
little
okay?
capsule.
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Do you need a hug, little buddy?
Do you want me to guide you through this? It's the 90s. The Breeders.
Okay.
It was like the Breeders. You had
Maybe there's a song by them I would hear and I'd be like, oh, okay, I know that song.
like Last Splash. like it's oh, you want to play it?
Yeah, okay,
You
let's
might
play.
know that
Okay.
song. It's a great song, and the whole album is just cool. And it's because I was trying to when I was collecting it, all these, I'm like, okay, I want to try to represent
That's good.
something from each time period.
This is Last Splash. Okay, so we're going to really quickly, briefly play Cannonball by the Breeders from the album Last Splash, 1993. I totally know that song.
You know that song.
Yeah, I know that song.
Okay.
With that bass line is what
Yeah.
you, yeah.
Yeah. It was the 90s. It was like, the grunge situation.
Yeah. Okay. I'm curious why I know the song from my late intro into David Bowie, but I love that a pump up song for you is "Oh You Pretty Things."
Oh, yeah.
And what is it? Why is it a pump up song for you?
Well, it's funny because I was thinking like pump up song because I don't think of myself as like pump up. I love raucous music. That's why I was like, there's not enough raucous music on here, but I don't think of raucous music as like good songs. It's more just like good feels,
Right.
But I got a ticket, a speeding ticket once from listening to this song in the car. So I thought, oh well, that's a good pump up song.
Maybe this is why you've stopped listening to music in the car.
Maybe.
You thought it's like you made a
I was
connection.
like, "Whoa." Yeah,
Music means trouble with the law.
I know, it really does.
Okay, love that. Oh,
Yeah.
this is great. I'm really curious about this. Sadness songs. You have the Avalon soundtrack by Randy Newman.
Oh my God, have you ever heard that?
No, I mean, again, what I'll do is just like doing a brief research. I'll just listen to the beginning. It's what helps me decide, okay, I'm going to put it on my thing. And I heard it, and it's
the most like melancholy feeling song. And the whole thing is like that. And I remember I was in college. My friend loved this, and she recommended it to me. I bought it for my mom for Christmas. I was coming back from my first year of college. She puts it on, and she burst into tears. And I thought, it's like, I don't know what he did, but if you've ever seen the movie, it's like kind of all about like, it's hard. It's just like, it's like the most nostalgic feeling movie. I don't think it did that well, but it is just all about kind of like, it's like the TV's introduced into at some point in the film, and this like they used to have these like big dinners and everybody's at the table and everybody's talking and then you see them sitting in front of the TV with like TV dinners, and there was just something like, oh my God, like the loss of I don't know. So that music captures that feeling.
It's interesting when I heard it briefly. Is it because after you were on my radar with All Rise, and then you did that album with Van Dyke?
Yeah, Van Dyke. Yeah.
The orchestration in some of it, is it similar? Like I just heard some of it.
Well, Van Dyke and Randy are close friends, right? So, I mean, and Van Dyke was very good friends with my dad.
Okay.
And I know Randy a little bit, but they are, Van Dyke in one of his on one of his records has a song called Vine Street that Randy, I think, wrote for Van Dyke to perform. So they have, I think they influence each other for sure.
Yeah. How about a love song?
Okay.
One of your favorite love songs. I know you have tons of them, but just one that you put down,
Yeah.
which is Maps by the Yeah Yeah Yeahs.
Oh, yeah.
From the album Fever to Tell. Mm-hmm. Don't know it?
What? You know it.
You've broken the record. Usually once an episode, I'm like, if I haven't gotten it, I don't try with the person, but by then they're like, you don't know Cake? I'm like, I don't know Cake. I don't know Cake. But you've given me like 3 or 4 of those. What? I don't. I know a song by the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, but I don't know Maps by them.
Maps, I think, is maybe their biggest song.
Really?
Well, and also Maps is used in Beyonce's song, They Don't Love You Like I Love You. Like, wait up, they don't love you like I love you. It's the same. Listen to this song.
Okay,
you're gonna know Maps.
Okay, we're gonna listen to the beginning of Maps by Yeah Yeahs from Fever to Tell, 2003. That is a great song.
It's a great song.
And I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I have never heard that song.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
What a gift.
So let's talk about one of your favorite albums, Hard Food, from 1973 by
Judee Sill.
Okay, Judee Sill. Okay.
Yeah.
And how did that come to you?
It was like everybody was listening to it for a minute in my world. It's like this woman, she was in the 70s. It's sort of the same thing as like do you know Nick Drake?
Yes.
They were like these artists that there was so much promise and people were, trying to push their music, and it just didn't work. Like it failed. And so these albums were sort of like in obscurity. Like Nick Drake he became much bigger in the like early 2000s, I think. And Judee Sill is this really interesting woman. She was very religious, maybe gay, but probably not, or maybe was a nut. I don't know the backstory. But anyways, I think she orchestrated this whole record. Is just beautiful. I think she made this and maybe something else, but this was like the sort of the only full record that she made. And there's this one song on there that is a love song that you should know, The Kiss.
The Kiss.
Yeah. It's it's a stunning song.
Okay, so let's listen to just a little bit of that.
This is fun because it's like there's so much. I feel like I'm like a genius telling you all these songs that you don't know. I feel like.
Do you know for so long, it's so funny you say that, for so long, the phrase I would say to my wife is like, everybody wants to be a genius.
Oh.
That's a lyric from Inara's, one of Inara's songs from All Rise, which is an incredible album.
Oh, thank you.
Incredible.
Thank you.
It was so moving and meaningful. And also that album with Van Dyke,
Accidental Experimental.
Yeah.
Because we had recorded some of those songs before we'd done the Van Dyke, and we did the orchestrated thing, and then we released the ones that I had recorded before after we did the orchestrated one with Van Dyke. Yeah.
Okay, so we're just going to listen a little.
We'll listen to this. It's just a stunning love song. And I think it is about Jesus.
About Jesus?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a
It's
love
her
song to Jesus?
Love song about Jesus.
Okay, so here we go. This is The Kiss by Judee Sill from the album Hard Food. We're going to take it out with this.
All right. It's her love of God, which is, it's such a, I'm not a religious person in that way, but that thing of like feeling so moved by whatever higher power. I mean, to like have Christian music be like so gorgeous,
It's beautiful. So then my last question, because as I was listening to this, I noticed for myself, when you first hear a song, as a songwriter and musician, when you first hear a song, do you hear the lyrics first or do you hear the music first? Or do you hear both? Because I didn't really hear any of those words.
Oh, you didn't hear any of the words?
I always hear music first. I mean, to out myself and be honest, I'm fully vibing to like the orchestration and her voice. I come to the words later. I mean, I hear it at first, and I don't I don't hear them at first.
I think the music gets me, but if the lyrics disappoint, I can't go on.
You can't stay with the song. Mm-mm. Really?
It's really hard, unless it's like silly. Unless it's like I know I put on some dumb songs, like the ones that, like weird songs that you wouldn't expect me to like. Because it's just like there's something, the question where you say like, what is an obscure song or song?
Yeah.
Like, and I think I put a Kid Rock song down.
You put Kid Rock, but you said you could only listen to 2-something minutes of it.
Something like that. Like there's sometimes I'm just like, I just like the way this makes me feel.
Yeah.
But if I'm really like deeply listening, if the lyrics aren't good, then I'm out.
Wow.
Yeah. It's hard for me.
It pulls you right out of the song.
Pulls me right out. I'm like, ooh.
You don't respect the song, or you're just like, what? You don't. Then the melody's just not. I don't care about it or whatever I'm hearing it because you don't know what you're doing, kind of.
Well, that's why sometimes I love world music, like music where I don't know the language, because I'm not judging it. I mean, and I guess that's pretty judgmental. It's like I try to tell my kids like there is no bad music because everyone who's making music is making it because they love to make it.
Right.
Like, why would I poo-poo anyone else's? But I know for my sake, like if I can't invest in the lyrics, then it's not a song I will keep listening to.
Right.
Yeah.
Inara, that's it.
That's it.
We're at the end. I so appreciate.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
I don't have $2,000 to give you.
Damn it! Isn't that crazy though?
That's crazy. Inara was telling me when she came in, there was some weird. It was a scam.
But it's like it happened a couple times where they're like, "We'll give you $2,000 to do a podcast." And I'm like, "Are you fucking crazy?" Nobody has $2,000 to give a person to do a podcast. Are people paying anyone to do podcasts?
No, I don't think so. I don't even. How much are you paid even to go on like the Tonight Show or
not $2,000.
No, you're paid like the SAG probably minimum of $800, $900.
It's like $900, and then maybe if they play it again.
Yeah. Well, I'm just delighted and honored that you came to talk with me, and I appreciate you sharing. I've got a lot of music to go through and add to my collection.
Yeah, you really got to get to it.
Yeah.